Talking Dallas Cowboy football. Hey, we got a great weekend for sports, those who are boxing fans and football fans. Saturday night, we got Floyd Mayweather against Juan Manuel Marquez. I think that's going to be a great fight. And then Sunday, we have the Dallas Cowboys against the hated New York Giants on Sunday Night Football. I think it's going to be a great game. Talking about last week a little bit, the statistical aspect of week 1. Who do you think is the #1 rated passer in the NFL after week 1? It's got to be Drew Brees, right? He threw six touchdown passes, for crying out loud. Or maybe it's Tom Brady. He had almost 400 yards in passing and coming back from his injury. Well, if you pick those two guys, my friend, you are wrong, because the #1 rated passer in the NFL with a 140.6 rating after week 1 is none other than your quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys, Mr. Tony Romo. Had a great week 1. I expect more of the same from him during week 2 against the Giants. Now, as far as yardage is concerned and rating for the offense, we were rated the number 3 offense for yardage in week 1. The New York Giants were number 12. On defense, of course, we didn't do as well yardage-wise. We were number 28th, and the Giants were number 12. But hey, as far as the defense goes, I think you're going to see a better effort this week. Again, I think that the heat played a tremendous factor in this game. Not to take anything away from the Bucs, but I think the Bucs were affected by the heat too, and I think that may have been why we were able to gain a little more yards. It's not going to be as hot in Dallas. It's going to be a night game. I think you're going to see a different defense there, and I think they're going to put out a good, respectable effort. As far as when the Cowboys have the ball, this is the way I see it. The Giants, of course, have a great defense, and they like to bring the pressure, and they're going to try to do it. But I believe that Jason Garrett, who called a great game in week 1, was able to spread the ball around a lot. I think he really took to heart a lot of the criticism that was, thrown at him from around the league by other defenses, and also by a lot of the fans, that the offense had become too predictable. Well, it wasn't that predictable last week. We were able to spread the ball out to several different players. Several different players got into the mix. I think you'll see more of the same. I think when the Giants try to bring the pressure, of course, we're going to try to get that running game going with Marion Barber. He had a good, solid game last week, 79 yards, 5.6 yards per carry. That is the Marion Barber we remember from the year before last. And, he suffered a little bit from being injured last year. But I think the old Barber is back, and we really need him in this game to get some good runs to take the pressure off Romo. Also, you can look for Romo to go to his safety valve, Mr. Jason Witten, on a couple of quick passes if the pressure gets there. I also see them trying to get the ball more to Felix Jones this week with some quick screens. And when Felix Jones gets the ball in the open field, he is nothing but trouble. And then also, with that pressure, you got to remember, Romo is also very versatile in the pocket. He can avoid the pressure by scrambling, and when he does, that's going to buy him time, and hopefully he'll be able to hit Williams or Creighton downfield. I also look to see him take a few shots downfield with Miles Austin. Miles Austin made a great catch and run in week 1, but if you will remember, those who watched the game, Romo just missed Austin on a bomb, and he had that guy beaten by like 5 yards. If Romo would have been able to deliver the ball, it would have been another big touchdown. I think they're probably working on the timing. I expect that to get better, and I expect to see a connection from those two. Hopefully a deep pass play, and we can get a touchdown that way. Hopefully we can keep the same thing going on offense with 0 turnovers and low penalties. That's going to be huge for us. We can't afford any mistakes in this game. Now, on the defensive side of the ball, like I say, we had a little struggle last week. We've given up a lot of running yardage. Also, we gave up some yardage on the pass. I think you'll see a lot of those problems corrected this week, and no doubt Wade Phillips is going to want to bring the pressure. I think you'll see Brookings blitzing a lot. The new addition at linebacker from Atlanta, he's really quick, really fast, and I think he's going to be able to get in there and make some sacks. The other big thing for this game is going to be the crowd noise. You know, in Texas Stadium, that place only could hold about 65,000 people, but Cowboy Stadium, from my understanding, can hold up to 100,000 people. And you know, week 2, Sunday Night Football against the hated Giants, you know that place is going to just be rocking. Can't you see Manning under center? And then when he goes into, puts his hand under the center, that, you know, Dallas is going to switch the defense up and look like they're going to bring a blitz, and Manning's going to try to audible out, hey, blah, 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 blue 46, blue 46. And then the receiver's going to be like, what? What did you say? They're not going to be able to hear what's going on, and you're probably going to see some delay game penalties, some frustration on the offensive side of the ball, and then you're going to see Manning get frustrated, and I think we'll be able to bring the pressure, and if we do, hopefully Manning will make some ill-advised throws, and we'll get some turnovers this week. Unlike last week, I think we're really going to need some turnovers, and I think that's going to play a huge part. But the crowd noise, I think, is going to be a big advantage for us. I see the Cowboys winning this game 31-17. I think Romo's going to be sharp. I think they're going to be on fire. I think the whole team's going to be pumped up with the new stadium, and hopefully we'll be able to carry this momentum on to bigger and better things throughout the season. I see a different Cowboy team. I see a more disciplined Cowboy team out there, and hopefully we'll be able to take the momentum from week 1 and build on that with this opening of the new stadium and pull out a victory against the Giants. That's the way I see it. This is Renegade. I'm out.